Back here in Ron's YouTube channel here where we cover drone updates, drone gear, drone everything. And today will be a drone kind of update here. The got kind of a long story, but this is a short version of a long story. So last week, February 9th, the DJI Fly App got an update to 1.9.4, and it brought compatibility with the new DJI Mini 2 SE drone. Now, that drone didn't actually appear that day, so that's another story here we'll get into maybe a little bit later. But the update did apply to all the other drones that do fly with the Fly App, and at the time of the update on the 9th, early in the morning, or not early in the morning, just earlier in the day, it was only available on the on my phone. I have an iPhone 14 Pro, but only available for the phone. I could not get to download to the DJI RC or the DJI RC Pro. So said I only had it on the phone. This video will of course post later, and that things will probably have changed. I will update you if it has come to the other devices, the other controllers that I mentioned. But today we're going to be flying with the DJI RC1 controller, the basic controller that you use your phone. It doesn't have a built-in screen. So because the app was mostly meant for the new Mini 2 SE, it even says in the notes for the app that that it makes it compatible with the Mini 2 SE and bug fixes or whatever, the usual thing. So to replicate that, I brought up the old DJI Mini 2 out here rather than a newer one like the Mini 3 or something, because again, we're all in kind of rumorville here, rumor nation here. We don't know anything officially from DJI, but based on the rumored specs, it sounds like the Mini 2 SE is just a kind of dumbed down version of the Mini 2. I mean, it won't have 4K. It won't even have 2.7 60 frames per second. So they just basically probably through software, firmware, have taken things out of it and bashed it, the Mini 2 SE with a rumor price of $369. But again, that's rumor mill here. Who knows what the real price is? But so I thought, well, so I bring the Mini 2 out. It's basically the same drone. So the new app should perform basically with the drone the same way it will with the new Mini 2 SE, since again it's just the same drone but dumbed down. So anyhow, we're going to take this out here. It won't add any new features or anything like that. But what we like to see is does it it fixes bugs, but does it create any new bugs? Like, does it do anything to the way the drone flies or the camera or any of the basic functions like return to home and the speed of the drone and the signal strength of the drones? We want to test the basics, and we're not going to try every single quick shot mode or this, that, and the other. We're just going to try test the basic flight modes out today and see, if the Fly App if it's safe to use the new Fly App, at least, with this drone. It could be different with every drone. So, but we're going to start out with the Mini 2 today. So, with no further ado, I got the landing pad over here. Let's kind of get everything set up and get this bird in the air, as they would say over the Idaho Quadcopter channel. So, let's go. Okay, here a little break from the video here, just a little update. I said that I could only update the DJI RC1 controller at the time of shooting this test flight, and since then a couple days later, I have been able to update the DJI RC controller and the DJI RC Pro to the latest version of the app, that 1.9.4. So you can now update all your, your various kind of quasi-smart controllers and smart controllers, as well as the basic controller. So I just want to get that updated in there. Okay, we got the drone on the pad here, and it is a little bit windy today. The constant wind's not bad. It's under 10 miles per hour, but there's some wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour, a little bit better. So the Mini 2 is a surprisingly good performer in the wind, but we won't take any chances. If I feel anything at all, we'll bring it back, real quick if I feel any trouble at all. Of course, flying with the wind's no problem. It's flying back against the wind, that's your problem. So that will give us a chance to test sport mode out and everything right now. So we're just here acquiring satellites. I did throw the home point, home point's been updated, say to take off here. We're sitting at 11 satellites, so it got the home point, 11 satellites. We got 95% on the battery here. It was full, but you know how that is from the time you get the powered up or whatever, you lose a couple percent. So it's a little bit sunny out here. Actually, some clouds seem to be rolling in, but I did throw the ND16 on here, so that the ND filter, so that my shutter won't be crazy high. Like I won't be flying a 1/4000th of a second or whatever in video or whatever. So we'll give you a better look with the video there. So, okay, well, we're going to take this off here now. We're in Class G airspace. There's no temporary flight restrictions of any type, so we are good to go. So, with no further, I keep saying with no further ado, but this time I'm really taking off. So here we go. 16 satellites now. We're going to take it off and then start the video recording once we get up in the air. So we're going to use the automatic takeoff here. I will start a screen recording at this point here and get us going here. Forgot, you could on those other controllers you got that built-in screen recorder, but I'm doing my own here. And this will give me a good chance to get some experience flying the with my new iPhone 14 Pro, because I started the screen recording here, but I don't know if I have the sound going. Microphone off. We're going to turn the microphone on, so we have the kind of double recording here. Okay, so I believe we're screen recording here and recording audio also, so we should be good to go at this point. So okay, back into the Fly app again here. All right, so now we really are. We gained another satellite with all that messing around too. So okay, let's see. We will take off here. It's clear. Nobody's around here. No obstacles. This drone does not have obstacle avoidance, so gotta be a little more careful with this guy on your takeoffs and your landings. Okay, so you can see, it's got good hover there. It's got the home point and all that. So we will start we're going to go up just a little bit higher. Well, we'll start screen recording right now. So we're going to put it in video mode, and we're in your basic 4K 30. We docked your auto adhere. So this is just a test here. We're not worried about fooling around with camera settings today. So, okay. Screen recording is going, and now the drone recording is going now, so to sync everything up. So let's take this thing up to a respectable height here. It looks. And another update, folks. The DJI Mini 2 SE that we thought was going to come out on February 9th, it did not come out in the U.S. or Canada on the 9th, but it did appear on DJI's website in Australia and New Zealand. You could, it had the price there. It was like $5.99 in Australia, but that's a different currency than the, kind of a different number than being the U.S. or Canada. But I don't know anything about currency conversions or whatever. But anyhow, it is a real product. It just wasn't released, available in the U.S. at the time. Now, even in Australia, I think it was a ship time of the end of February, but it did appear there. A price was there. I'm not sure if you could pre-order it or not, but it was acknowledged there with the U.S. It did not appear in their website for sale. There was no, shipping dates from DJI. There was a rumored shipping date of the end of the month in March, and even since that happened, now it has been approved with an FCC database grant in the U.S. So that may have been the reason it was held up for sale, because it was not approved by the FCC as of the 9th, but now it seems to be approved. So maybe we'll see a release of it sooner than the end of March. Again, we don't know. Just the only facts are it wasn't available for sale from DJI in the U.S. or Canada on the 9th. It was in Australia and New Zealand. Something's kind of going on here. This drone may have been intended for mostly non-U.S. and non-North American markets, too. So a lot of possibilities here, a lot of unknowns or whatever. But if you really wanted to get this drone, just kind of, keep your eye on DJI's website and, probably something will work itself out over the next month or so, or whatever. Hopefully, the next couple days, next couple weeks, or whatever. Probably just a matter of how long you actually have to wait to be able to get that drone in North America. Okay, so that's enough talking. Back to the video.